I'm going to preview the number 7 Baylor versus number 19 Iowa women's basketball game, which will be played November 20th at 8 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. Though the time could be later depending on the first game, and this is part of the WBA Showcase, which is in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. Like, it's at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. Both of these teams are undefeated 4-0, but when you look at the respective schedules, Baylor's had the tougher road. Yes, I know Duke is no longer ranked, but they were number 7 in the country. And it was in Paris, France. Then they played Lindenwood the following game. And it was a 76-63 win. But Lindenwood is projected to win Ohio Valley. Then they went on the road to UNLV, and UNLV is picked to win the Mountain West this year, and Baylor won that game, 62-54. And the last one was against Lemoyne. It was a 99-43 win, so that was technically the easiest game all year. Now, compare that to Iowa's schedule. Nobody that they played, I mean, it's like we're up to this point in terms of record, doesn't even have a winning record. They beat Southern 86-51. They beat Evansville 119-43. They beat Drake 100-58. And they beat Northern Iowa on the road 74-41. So, as you can tell, Iowa has not faced like a remotely good team or ranked one at that, or let alone like a receiving votes. If you really want to go that far about Duke right now. So, I'm just saying. Though this Iowa team will present different challenges than what Baylor's faced up to this point. So what am I talking about exactly? And I'll put the outlook on Iowa in the description below. And they are a deep team. For sure. And the first player, the leading scorer for the year is Chazzy Wright. Number 11, 5'4" guard. That's a sophomore. 14.5 points per game. 11 for 18 on 61.1% on threes on 18 attempts. 87.5% on free throws on 8 attempts. 2 rebounds per game. 5.5 assists per game. 1.8 turnovers per game. 1.8 steals per game. 0.8 fouls per game. There's Ava Hayden, number 5, a 6'4" guard. That is a sophomore. 14.3 points per game. She's not attempted a single 3 all year long. 61.9% on free throws on 21 attempts, 9 rebounds per game, 2.3 turnovers per game, 0.8 blocks per game, 2.5 fouls per game. There's Layla Hayes, who actually comes off the bench, believe it or not. Number 12, a 6'5" center. That's a freshman. 13 points per game off the bench. She's not attempted a single 3. 52.6% on free throws, on 19 attempts. 5.8 rebounds per game, 1.5 turnovers per game, and 1.8 fouls per game. There's Hannah Stolke, and you might remember that name for a while now, a little bit of a time now. Number 45, a 6'2" forward. It's a senior, 12 points per game, 28.6% on threes, but that's only on 7 attempts. 57.1% on free throws on 7 attempts. 7.5 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, 0.8 turnovers per game, 1.3 steals per game, and 2 fouls per game. And there's actually a player from the Big 12 that Baylor played against on Iowa's roster, and that's Emily Rodriguez. Number 21, a 6-foot guard. That's a sophomore. And actually, Baylor might have been interested in her through the transfer portal, believe it or not, but that's besides the point. 9.8 points per game, however, 16.7% on threes on 6 attempts, 8 for 10 on free throws, 2 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists per game, 1.5 turnovers per game, 1 steal per game, 1 foul per game. There's Taylor McCabe, number 2, 5'9" guard. That's a senior. 7.5 points per game. 41.7% on threes on 24 attempts. No free throws attempted up to this point. 4.3 rebounds per game. 3.3 assists per game. And 0.8 fouls per game. Yeah, anything with 0.6 or less, I don't include at all. Just to make things clear. And there's Addie Deal, number 7, 6-foot guard. That's a freshman. 6 points per game. 4 for 16 on threes. 57.1% on free throws on 7 attempts. 3 assists per game, 3 turnovers per game, 1.5 fouls per game. There's Taylor Strimlow, number 1. A 5'10" guard that's a sophomore, 5.5 points per game. 4 for 10 on threes, no free throws attempted, 2.5 rebounds per game, 1.5 turnovers per game, 2.3 steals per game, 0.8 blocks per game. There's another senior that from the past you might recognize from watching women's college basketball, and that's Kylie Feuerbach, number 4, 6-foot guard. That's a senior, 4.8 points per game, 22.2% on threes on 9 attempts, 9 for 9 on free throws, 2.8 assists per game, 1.5 steals per game, 1.8 blocks per game, and 1.5 fouls per game. And I'm going to just mention a few more players here, and that's really going to be it. And it's like Journey Houston, number 8, 5'11" guard. That's a freshman, 3.3 points per game. No threes attempted, 1 for 2 on free throws, 5.5 rebounds per game, 1.8 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game, 1.3 fouls per game. This is Callie Levin, number 32, 5'9" guard. That's a sophomore, 2.7 points per game. No threes attempted, 4 for 6 on free throws, 0.7 steals per game, 0.7 fouls per game. And the last player I'm really going to mention is Tegan Mallegini, Mallegini, number 55, a 6'1" guard. That's a sophomore, 2 points per game, 0 for 4 on threes, no free throws attempted, and 2.5 rebounds per game. I might have went over too many players, but you never know, because Iowa has not played anybody up to this point, like I said. That is noteworthy competition. I'm sorry. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring to this game, and whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct for this game. It's Captain Obvious. You got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively and defensively. Not just from first half to second half, but during the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Maybe even overtime. And you can't lose your cool and all this, and don't get technical fouls. You got to keep your composure. Don't be intimidated by the other team. Try to take your crowd out of the game for the Iowa fans that are there, period, and get your fans involved as much as possible through your play. Obviously, you got to be good in late game situations, both offensively and defensively. Same thing goes for side out of bounds as well. You got to limit your foul trouble while getting their best players in foul trouble. Now, defensively, they have shooters. You got to contain those, but they also have players that are really good post players down low, as you can tell by those numbers. So yeah, it's important to limit the points in the paint as much as possible and limit the shooters. Don't let them live at the free throw line either, to be honest, and limit the fast break points and points on turnovers as well. And you got to obviously get some blocks, but like I said, you got to be careful with the foul trouble at times. You got to get some steals. Same thing goes for foul trouble, I know. And sometimes your best offense comes from your defense, so you got to create some havoc. You got to rebound the ball and limit those, get some defensive rebounds and limit those offensive boards as much as possible in this type of game. And I know this is not the same Iowa team with Caitlin Clark, but they are a good team. That's obvious. Now, offensively, you got to get some points off turnovers. You got to get some second chance points, some fast break points. And another thing across the board I forgot to mention, you got to have your bench step up while limiting their bench as much as possible through your defense. Now, offensively, you got to take care of the ball, because the last thing you want to do is give them extra possessions. You got to take some high-quality shots. And if you get to the free throw line, you got to make their free throws count. In this type of game here, it's just to tell the truth, because it does make a difference down the line. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Baylor beat Duke. I mean, it's just telling the truth. Look at the free throw percentages. And even the rebounding. You got to get just some second chance points. You got to get some points in the paint somehow, whether it's like a drive or a straight post up or a dump off down low. It doesn't really matter. You got to create some easy looks. Of course, on defense, you want to limit their looks, clean looks as much as possible, and make things very difficult across the board. So, yeah. And you need to do a better job in this game on terms of getting the ball in compared to the last time you played a ranked opponent like this, because you did have that 5 seconds every a few times against Duke. That's obvious. And I do not know the injury status for Iowa, but I know for Baylor, Inez Gorianova is definitely not going to play. In fact, she's not going to play for at least until possibly January. She just got fitted for a brace. It's just telling the truth. Anella Brow, she is a few weeks out potentially. I know as of recording, Nikki Collins said yesterday in a press conference that she's going to the doctor today. So it's at least a few weeks out for her injury, and she has a boot. So yeah, that's definitely a no play there. And you got to have your key players step up in this game, both offensively and defensively, while eliminating their key players as much as possible. So we're going to honestly wait and see what happens, and it's going to be a high-quality win for whoever gets this. I mean, it's going to help NCAA tournament resume down the line. And I mean, up to this point, Iowa's not played anybody like this. Baylor has. I mean, and they're not going to don't back down to the opponent. And I know there might be some questionable calls during the game potentially, but you got to be the mentally tougher team and make plays to win. And you got to box out on free throws, especially because you cannot allow that to happen. And get them some easy second chance points, whether it's a kick out three or a straight putback or a straight putback that's a mid-range shot, not just up close. And obviously, if they do that, it's on them. And same thing with foul trouble, everything like that. And you got to withstand runs. And you kind of did that against UNLV. I mean, you were down in the fourth quarter, but then you came back to take the lead, and it was 54-53, and Baylor never gave up the lead after that. Even against Duke, they were down 7-0, and they came back. And yes, I know Duke took the lead at halftime, but then in the fourth quarter it was tied, and once Baylor got the lead, they kept it. And if you have a lead, you got to protect it, if not extend it. And if you're down, try to narrow that deficit, and don't try to force bad shots up all at once. Try to get all the points back at once. It's one possession at a time here, both offensively and defensively. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the Reddit. 800 subscribers goals, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Someone might this course like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see us, sharing the video does help as well. Some more people can watch, and if you're watching, hit that subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.